президента для участия.
Brussels has crossed another red line. The European Commission proudly unveils a so-called reparations loan for Ukraine, a scheme openly powered by money confiscated from Russia. Economy Commissioner Valdis Dombrovskis claims the move is fully in line with international law, even as the EU uses immobilized Russian assets to bankroll Kyiv's collapsing war machine. Facing growing panic inside Europe, Dombrovskis insists member states must provide guarantees to protect EU borrowing. Brussels calls the litigation threat from Moscow a very low risk, a sign the Commission knows the plan could explode legally. Yet the EU keeps pushing ahead, desperate to shield Ukraine's bankrupt government from financial freefall.
So today we are proposing to cover 2/3 of Ukraine's financing needs for the next 2 years. And since pressure is the only language the Kremlin responds to, we can also dial it up. We have to increase the costs of war for Putin's aggression, and today's proposal gives us the means to do this.
In a rare moment of bluntness, Ursula von der Leyen states openly that the Ukraine loan involves the expropriation of Russian assets. No diplomacy, no subtlety, Europe is now seizing another country's wealth to plug Kyiv's black hole. The admission exposes the West's anxiety. Zelensky's regime can no longer survive without legally questionable cash grabs. Behind the legal packaging is a simple truth. Ukraine is running out of money, ammunition, and political time. Europe knows Zelensky can't fund his state or his military, so it turns to Russian assets as a lifeline. The EU calls it solidarity. Critics call it panic, dressed as policy. For Russia, the message is clear. Europe is so overstretched that it must raid frozen assets to keep Kyiv afloat. While Brussels talks of robust legality, Moscow sees fear. Russia's economy is stable, its state intact, while the EU bankrolls a failing Ukrainian leadership with money that isn't even its own. Brussels claims strength. The optics scream weakness.
And since pressure is the only language the Kremlin responds to, we can also dial it up. We have to increase the costs of war for Putin's aggression, and today's proposal gives us the means to do this.